You've convinced yourself that you're a person who does things, and you take one step forward and you do a thing, and then your body follows and says, oh yeah, I guess I am a person who does things, and it does things. I know one step inching forward is always going to be better than sitting and waiting to feel like I can do something or to feel like I'm ready to do something. Hey guys, Corey here, AuDHD Act 2. Today I want to talk to you about the one tool that has helped me manage my AuDHD productivity more than anything else. And it's not going to have anything to do with time blocking or scheduling or an app or a planner or, any of that stuff. It's super simple. And it's something that anyone with a piece of paper or, even just on your phone can put into use right away. And really reason it works so well for me is because it builds on all of the things I'm already doing, which is pointing my direction all over the place, falling into deep dives and silos at the same time, and how to kind of keep all of that on track in a way that keeps me as a person holistically moving forward. So that tool is an endless and an incredibly diverse to-do list. I stay busy. I stay busy intentionally. I have so many things that make me happy, that energize me, that feed me, that give me contentment in my life, that give me a purpose and meaning. And also the normal things that everybody has that just, keep me alive. The chores, the paying the bills, all of the things that, that I have to do that aren't necessarily soul filling, are on this list as well. But what it has is it has tasks that I need to do for work. It has tasks that I need to do for myself, like for, personal well-being and maintenance and chores and things like that. It has tasks that I do for my creative side and for my art. And it has tasks for making time for music and for making time to write, continue writing my book, to make time to make these videos when the mood strikes me and when I feel like I have something worth talking about. And I'm also, right now I'm driving on the way to a work meeting. I have to make time for meetings and for getting all of my work done. And so why is a diverse and long to-do list the best thing that I have, the best tool that I have for productivity? How does it possibly help me? Well, because I intentionally and continuously assess what I have going on in my day in and day out. I very much look at it like Groundhog Day in that I have control over many of the aspects of my day. And by kind of turning those dials a little bit and making adjustments and more importantly, first off, just recognizing what feeds me and what doesn't, I am able to keep making each day a little bit better than the day before. And obviously there are days that are rough and you can't just continuously improve day to day without having a setback here or there or a tough day. That happens. And I work that into my schedule too, because I know there will be days where I don't get as much done. There will be days where I'm not as productive as I wanted. So here's the key. By having this list of diverse to-do items, tasks that I need to handle or that I want to handle, I can follow my energy, knowing that I will be in a better place to handle task A later, but right now I'm in a place to knock out task B. Or I'm in a place where I'm feeling creative and I need to put that to work for me and do this. Or I need to move. I have to have movement and I need to go knock out my workout, or I need to go knock out some physical chores, or I need to go, it goes on and on. The point is, and the reason this is so simple and so easily applicable to anybody, is that by having all of these things, by having so many options, I can keep moving. I don't sit there in a state of paralysis, frozen, because autistic inertia has got me, I know one step inching forward is always going to be better than sitting and waiting to feel like I can do something or to feel like I'm ready to do something. So all I have to do is look at this list of things, assess how I'm feeling, and point my foot in a direction and take one little step. That little step builds momentum. It breaks the sticking point. It gets the ball rolling. And if you are, intentional, and if as you improve with your self-assessment, you will get better and better, because when you pick the right thing, the momentum just kind of starts compounding and building. It takes care of itself. You've convinced yourself that you're a person who does things, and you take one step forward and you do a thing, and then your body follows and says, oh yeah, I guess I am a person who does things. And it does things. It's the simplicity that makes this tool so useful, in that there will never be an end to this to-do list. I mean, if we're honest with ourselves and we're really tracking the things that we want to do and that we need to do, and we're not, just sitting around doing nothing all day, which is the fastest way to depression, is to do nothing. You need to achieve things. I'm not saying you need to be a high achiever, in like the standard definition of the term. I'm saying you need to go out there and do things, even if it's just making your bed, even if it's doing a load of laundry. You need to do something if you want to be happy. Happiness doesn't. That's why so many people see success like as a finish line, and then they wonder why they're depressed and they're not happy when they get to their goal. It's because it's the journey. It's every single day that you need to go out there and seek happiness, seek your improvement, seek growth in your life. That's probably the most important. Seek growth in your life. As you do that, you will unlock so much in your mind in terms of potential and things that you can do. And so having a list of 1,000 things, even things as boring as like sweep the kitchen floor, having those lists matters. And it matters because it means you don't have to think later. When it's difficult to get something done, when it's difficult to figure out what to do next because you just have too much going on in your mind and you're overwhelmed and you're stressed, then coming up with things to do is going to be so much harder. But if all you have to do is look down at a list or look at your phone at a list, whatever it may be, and pick the thing that seems to be the best fit for that moment, even if none of them are good fits. Pick the thing that seems to be the best fit. A lot of times the best fit for me is to get down on the floor and stretch for 15 minutes. By the time I'm done with that, I figure something out. I move on. I feel better. I release some tension. I relax a little bit, and I know what I need to do next, and I do it. And then you build momentum, and then you keep going. And as you get better and better at this, you realize that, at 9 a.m., I tend to really feel in this space, and this is what the task that seems to fit. Or at 2 p.m., I'm kind of beat and I need to do some low bandwidth stuff, and this seems to work out pretty well. And you just keep doing that. You just keep adjusting. And it may not be the same in a month, because that's how life is. Everything changes. Everything changes. Every day, everything changes. You will never be done with this task of building your to-do list, checking it off, and starting again. And when you are, you're dead. So embrace your to-do list. Embrace the fact that there are many things to do. I joke with my employer, my clients all the time about how my to-do list is never going to end, and how I love the job security. Like I love what I do, and they. You need to let people know you love what you do too. Also, if you like your work, love your work, whatever it may be, let them know. Let people know, because they want people around who love their work. That isn't just some weird cliche. Like, the longer you're around, the more valuable you are to wherever you're putting your efforts into, whatever, job, volunteer work, whatever. The longer you're there, the more valuable you are, because you understand more of what they need. And people who love their job want to be there, and they have a higher likelihood of being there longer, and they bring joy and happiness and all of these intangibles to the day. So let them know. Let them know you appreciate them and their job environment and all the things that it brings to you. And do that with everything in your life. Be grateful. Show gratitude. It will make your day so much better. I promise you. I promise. But I think we better cut it there. I've gotten way off track from the endless and diverse to-do list. But that is the to me, the thing that creates the most balance in my life is knowing I have many, many things that I could be putting my attention towards right now. And just because it happens to be 10 o'clock on a Tuesday doesn't mean all of my attention needs to be going towards this work task. It could mean that right now I need to get outside and move around, because otherwise in 3 hours I'm going to be useless. And recognizing that makes me more productive than I've ever been, even when I committed myself to 9 to 5, working in a window, doing what the neurotypical people said that, for work that I needed to do. I'm not trying to say that's not right. Doing what the normal world told me I needed to be doing. And I didn't get more done. I got much less done. And honestly, I know how privileged that I am in my current role and the things that I've worked towards, but keep in mind, I have intentionally worked towards these things. I didn't just fall into this role. I've been constantly and continuously seeking out the things that feed me and the things that drain me. And that's why I'm where I am. I found a client that, and I'm talking about my primary client where I spend most of my time. I found a client that understands and is similar mentality, has a similar mentality to me and has many diverse interests. And, we were able to feed each other and help each other in many different ways. And that's priceless. It's hard to find. And I know that she knows that. We both recognize like that we have we're very fortunate to have this working relationship that is just so like symbiotic, I guess is the word. But she also knows how grateful I am to have found it. And I know how grateful she is to have found me, because again, we both help each other out, but like that open gratitude and honesty and transparency and just sheer appreciation for another human being's existence, like that goes a long way. I promise you. So as tacky or whatever as it may be, don't go brown nosing. Like that's a totally different thing. But to honestly say, hey, these things have been feeding me and you help make that possible in my life. And I appreciate you for it. That's perfectly fine. That is okay. HR will not complain about that. I promise you're going to be fine. But I'm about to pull up to my meeting, so I'm going to have to cut it here. But find out what feeds you, make a long list. And when your body and your mind and your energy are all telling you, do this, go do that thing. And then come back fulfilled, full of energy, and put your mind to work towards the things that maybe aren't so attractive. But you'll get through it. You'll get through your list and you'll be much happier for it. So go be you and enjoy the day.